Happy Sunday, everyone. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different because it's the 16th, and apparently starting tomorrow there's some kind of a new system that's being uploaded or going to take effect. So if you haven't had your Starlink hooked up for a while, you have to do that so you don't lose connectivity. I think you guys have seen this before. This is an all-in-one system, the Mini. Everything needed to run it is within the dish itself, as opposed to the other ones that had the dish and then the router thing. I don't know that much about it, but I do know that we need to be set up facing north, which is about that direction there. And I've got all my cables and stuff stored in here. There's a mounting thing that I'm not using right now. And there's the Ethernet cable that I don't need right now. This is a brick for running the cable off of a plug-in that I'm not going to need today. And this is the cable that powers it, and as I've showed you in a video a year ago or so, this is a converter so that I can run this off of a USB-C. I've already got my power station turned on here, and we just plug this into the USB-C port and then take the other end of the cable. Hopefully you guys can see some of this. And then this plugs in down here. I remember these are really hard to get plugged in. But you can see there how it goes kind of flush. That makes the whole thing watertight in theory. And we'll set that down about there. Now hopefully you guys can see as I power up my phone and turn on the Starlink app. It's connecting. It says it's connecting anyway. Starlink unreachable. Sign in. Hello. Oh, I need to get into the shade where I can see what's going on here. I wonder what my password is. I think it's that. Two-step verification. Remember. Enter now. Oh, crap. Okay, we're going to pause the video for a second right here. Okay, now you can see it's trying to connect online. Software update. That's what I was doing to begin with anyway, is the software update. But the thing one of the things I want to show you, hopefully you can see that now that it's running and downloading, it's using 21 watts of power. And then when it's just in standby mode, it only runs about 2 or 3 watts, which is why I took the Mini instead of the full-size Starlink System 3, because the Mini is all self-contained and it's much better for off-grids. because it doesn't use much power. In talking to other people, the one that uses the Wi-Fi, the router and everything else, takes about that same 21 watts of power all the time. Whereas this one, once it's not actively running up and down, it only takes a couple of watts of power to keep the connection. So I should be able to have plenty of power to keep myself online. The software update is still running. So while that's running, I'll just talk about a couple of other things here. What am I going to talk about? Well, just off-grid living. It's not as complicated as people make it out to be, but it's also a little more complicated than some people would like to lead you to believe that it is. But I think with proper preparation and everything else, you know, proper preparation, planning, knowing what obstacles you'll face, you can live off the grid and still mostly act like it's a normal so-called connected life. The biggest challenge I'm going to have when I get down to Texas, of course, is going to be water, living out in the desert. But I have, and I'll show you these things in upcoming videos, I have a 5-gallon water tank that I also have a little pump dispenser at the top of it, and I still need to get a hose so that I can, once I get the 5-gallon jug in its spot inside my little mini camper here, I won't have to pick it up and carry it and get it from its tucked away hiding spot. I can just stick a hose in the car and refill the water. And that's mostly going to be washing water, dishwater, that kind of stuff. I plan on living mostly on bottled water this first year until I get my plans moving forward, get a rain roof built, start getting bigger tanks to collect water in, all that kind of stuff. This is taking, well, oh, it's up to applying. It's ready to update. Install now. Install now. Yes, please do. Starlink is about to reboot. Like I said, I don't know what this update was all about, but I do know that they sent out an email a couple of weeks ago reminding everybody that doesn't use their Starlink all the time to make sure they get it connected before the 17th. Like I said, I don't know what the change they're making, but apparently if you didn't get this updated today or tomorrow, something is going to change that is going to make it so your Starlink won't connect. So, and now it's doing a software update again. I thought I did that already, but apparently not. So you can see that's up and going. But the app is really cool. I mean, if you don't know which way is north, you can use the app has a little map thing so that as you move your Starlink around, it orients it for you. And if there are obstructions, you actually take your phone and wave it at the sky, and it'll tell you if there's stuff in the way. Starlink connected. Starlink is about to restart. I know this has been kind of a goofy little video, but it's what I had to get done today, so it's what you guys got. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now.